Hello, it's Chris from My Stamp Lady. I am here with a preview. This is a preview of the upcoming August through December catalog, the mini catalog from Stampin' Up, the beautiful autumn bundle. So it's this stamp set with the coordinating punches, and this is a photopolymer stamp set. You can buy each part separately, or if you bundle them through December, you will get 10% off. I'll be using the Gilded Autumn specialty paper. This is a gorgeous paper that will also be in the upcoming catalog, and it has some beautiful foil accents. So here's the card we're going to make, and I'm going to show you kind of the focus of this is my stamping off how to get one ink pad to give you two colors. And all of the sizes of the paper, the cardstock, and everything that I'm using is on my blog, and you should be able to find it there in a printable form. So I have used the Stitched Shape framelits. It comes with circles, ovals, and squares. I have cut out, I've run it through a die cutting machine, and I've cut out a piece of Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to use the leaf stamps. Now because this is a photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to use a Stampin' Pierce pad underneath, and that will help me get a better image. So with Old Olive, so I want my darker color to be the entire image. So I've inked the leaf image in Old Olive, stamped it without stamping off. So now I have the part that fills in the leaves, and before I stamp it, I'm going to stamp off or get my second generation of ink. And I'm going to overlay that with this photopolymer stamp and fill that in. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with Cajun Craze. Move this a little bit, and Crushed Curry. So I would like the solid leaf in Cajun Craze. And let's put another one here. Okay, so the separate, on a separate stamp is the inside for that. So let's stamp that off on my scrap paper and then go over my solid stamping. Do that again. I like to do my darker image first. It's a little easier to line it up. Okay, so I've done my Cajun Craze, and with the Crushed Curry, so I have repeated that with the Crushed Curry and got that lighter color over my darker color just by stamping off. So a neat part of this is that I can take my coordinating punches, including the acorn, which I'm not using, but I can get my leaves punched out. So with cinnamon cider, I would like to get a cinnamon cider leaf, and the same thing, just stamp it off, that second generation, and then I have a colored in leaf. So I also would like an Old Olive leaf. I'm gonna leave a little space just so that I can punch those out easily. I have washed off my stamp, and I'm going to make a pumpkin pie leaf. So then all you need to do is take your coordinating punch and just line it up inside of there and punch it out. Now I have 3 leaves that I can use. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my stamping here. So with Cajun Craze, let's ink my sentiment, and I have a super skinny, it's 3/8 inch by 3 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, and that is for my sentiment. There we go. Love the photopolymer. It makes stamping some of these things such a breeze. Here are the rest of the pieces that I need. Now a little secret on my card is I have a little bit of texture in the background, and I'm going to use the Tasteful Textile 3D folder. This is one of my favorite new folders. It's currently available right now in the annual catalog. So we'll just place that inside, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Let's put this on my thick Whisper White. I love my thick Whisper White for my cardstock bases. It has a nice weight. The Stampin' Seal, this is brand new. What I have found so far is if I pull it ahead and then kind of pull it forward and turn it as I finish up, that I have a nice separation of the adhesive, and then it will be ready for my next use. show you that again in a moment when I put this on there. So now let's put that piece here that I have stamped. This is onto a little piece of cinnamon cider cardstock background and that piece of specialty DSP, the beautiful foil. I just love that foil. And it has kind of a bleached out look to that foil. So let's put that down. I've used up my Stampin' Seal, so I pulled out the cartridge, and this is how they come in these little bags. And I'm just going to pull that out. And does not look like there's nothing in there that needs to be taken out ahead of time. And we'll just pop that in and put the cover on, and we're ready to go. You may have to advance it a little bit just to get the adhesive on the right spot. Okay, so let's put this down. Those leaves that I punched out, I'm going to use mini glue dots just to pop those down here. Let's overhang that square here a little bit to get my design to kind of move off and beyond. And then a little piece, the little green one, and we will do the pumpkin pie leaf. I'm kind of pulling the eye across by having my extra punched out leaves go over the edges. I'm going to use mini dimensionals to put my sentiment piece down. I removed the covers of those mini dimensionals, and we'll pop that just right in here, right along the edge of that designer series paper. Then just to finish up this card, I've taken some of my in color embellishments, and we'll just add those right here on the card front to draw your eye around. And look at that. This is just, I love the sentiment. The sentiment is wonderful for this card. I just love it. Have a beautiful day. I love the soft color and the white space. So if you have any questions about this card, be sure to contact me, Chris, at mystamplady.com. And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell if you want notifications when I put up a new video.